to another GPHG prediction picks with the crew here. I am so excited. It's a very special night, a Thursday night. Had a little bit of technical difficulties to get it started. We're a little rusty here as a group, mainly me, but I am your co-host here. My name is Bobby Legs, and it's great to see you guys, Joe, Colin, Amin, Marcus. It's like back back in the good old days, man. We got the band back together. Joe, what do you have on wrist today? Tell us how you've been.
Hey Rob, good, doing good. And glad to be back. Good to see you guys. Wearing the UN Aqua Perpetual.
Yes.
Very
That's a
nice.
very
Yeah.
chill watch.
Very chill.
Amazing watch.
Very chill watch for a very chill evening. Colin, how are you, man? What's
What's up,
going
buddy?
on?
I'm good. I'm good, man.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you got on wrist?
Joe has a lot of
I'm
doors. Somebody just
wearing
pointed out. He's got a lot
Yeah.
of doors.
a lot of
Oh,
doors. Yeah.
very nice. Look at this
Daytona.
heavy hitter
Ooh.
after heavy hitter coming
Oh,
on here.
nice.
Yeah. Wow, Joe, you do have a lot of doors. I just noticed that. Well, so what do you have behind you? Is that a closet behind you?
They're all exits. They're all
Guess
exits.
which one is the second?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
All
which is-
exits.
Yes, I have a red room of pain back there.
All right. Well, that's maybe for another stream. Hey, Professor Phil Flanders.
Hey,
Great to
guys.
see you. Great beret. I would have put my beret on, but
I was kind of going between two berets. I had the purple one
Wait.
and the black one. The black one went out.
wait, you have
Good
two
choice.
berets?
Yeah, I went with something more conservative.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
sure. What do you have on wrist?
Got the Moser Perpetual.
Oh man,
Very
excellent,
nice.
excellent pieces tonight.
GPHG winner.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Amin, what's up?
Hey guys.
Glad
Doing
you could
well?
make it. Yeah.
I got the Cho allocation.
Wow.
Thanks to
Well, look at that.
Joe.
Yeah. Excellent.
You're no
Yeah.
longer Max's friend.
No longer my best friend. Yeah.
Look at that spin.
Very,
Yeah.
very much appreciate it.
You must be
Love-
chuffed
love
to
it.
bits. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Hey, I got the Zin 144 on wrist this evening.
Nice.
Let's say hello to the chat. I mean, I think we're gonna have like some fun here with these guys, and then we'll jump right into the categories. Hey, Deech is here. How you doing, Deech? Chaz from the Burr, Greg S, Wilson, what's up? Scott is here. I'm gonna blast right through these guys. Hey, Time Hill, Steve, Peter C is here. Thomas Burnett, what is up? Joey B, hey now. James Duffy, good to see you. Hobby Bobby, big night wearing the diesel diver for the occasion. Wow. All right.
Nice.
Um, let's see. Everybody. Okay. Everybody. Looks like everybody's here. Oh, Carl Murphy. First time watching live from Liverpool. Well, welcome. Welcome, man. Good to see you.
Cool.
Mr. Cassioke is here. Great to see you. Justin strapped in as always. Dan is here. Yeah, the whole gang. We're here. We're here for you. Bobby, Colin, Vegas odds, minus 200 Rolex stainless steel blank.
Easy money.
Yeah, easy money on that one for sure. Big wrist. Good to see you. Kevin S. Hey, how you doing? All right. Michael B. What is up? What is up? Good to see you. And well, we have a big evening ahead of us. Now, if you're joining us for the first time for these GPHG panel prediction stream, well, we pick we go through each category and we have our picks, and then keep in mind that there is a big winner in the Agidor, so we can't necessarily you can't pick that
I think-
watch in a category. Yeah,
I think what we're gonna do is pick the watch in the category, and then at the end,
Mhm.
you just everyone picks their Agidor, and then we pick a backup in that category. I think
Okay.
that'll probably make it smoother rather than
Yeah. Fine with me.
Spinning out. So I think that's probably the easier way, because otherwise it got confusing last year.
Yep, yep, and and you have support here from Wilson.
Launch.
He says he agrees with you. You know, Ants. So, okay, let's get started here. Let me pull up the nominees, and I will share my screen. Okay. And so the first category is going to be the ladies. Now we have an Arnold and Zahn, the Perpetual Moon 38, Beauregard, Lily Bouton, Hermes, Piaget, Von Cleef and Arpels, and I think that's Exerby La Montreal Dot. My French is a little rusty. Um, Joe, let's start off with you. What do you think
Uh,
here? Ladies pick. This is one of the hardest picks of the bunch. I give you that. And
I'm
I'll
gonna go
give you.
last on this and see
Okay.
what you guys say.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't decide.
What do you think, Joe?
I'd love to wear the Hermes or the Arnold and Son myself, but I'm gonna pick the Piaget because it just stands out.
wow.
Wow. Wow. Strong pick. Strong pick to lead us off here. Chat, feel free to also let us know what your picks would be. Um, Colin, let's just go down
Yeah.
with you, Colin. What do you got?
So this was unanimous between my daughter and I. My daughter really loved this one, and I agree with her. The Arnold and Son, I think, is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Uh,
Gorgeous moon phase.
if
Yeah.
I were a lady, I would wear that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna skip over Marcus. He wants to go last in this category. Amin, what are your thoughts here?
I am going to go with this Beauregard. Um,
Oh,
I think it's beautiful and just very 3D. The way each petal is laid down. I don't know. I like the Arnold and Son too, but going Beauregard.
yeah, yeah. No, Beauregard, very, very nice addition here. Hey, look, I was in between. I'm always a sucker for Piaget in these categories with the women and the men watches. Hermes looks great. I love the the astronomical dial here with the planets and whatnot. But I'm gonna go with Colin and his daughter. I believe the Arnold and Zahn is heads above all the ones in here. I love the moon phase, the diamond baguettes around the case. It's a beautiful watch. Okay, Marcus,
I'm
what
gonna
do
go
you think?
Piaget.
Oh,
Piaget.
wow.
Oh,
I went. I was between the Arnold and Son and Piaget.
Mm.
yeah, I always
All
go with
right.
Joe.
Yeah,
I've got to go
yeah.
with Cho
Yeah.
for better
Okay,
or worse.
okay, okay. Um, um,
I can go
so,
first on the next one though.
so Justin saying if you pick the Arnold, the patriarchy wins. Wow, wow. Okay, all right. Um, Bobby Legs is a moon phase. I am a big moon phase guy, not a small moon phase guy. Big moon phase guy. Okay, and not too many brands do it better than Arnold and Son,
It's
in my
true.
opinion. Okay, ladies complication. Marcus, you're teeing it off. What do you think?
Yeah, this was pretty easy for me. Kind of came down to the Anderson and the Chopard. Um, Anderson didn't do it I think the Chopard is the winner here. It's got a jump. It's got a beautiful jumping hour gem set. It's got a very interesting way to tell the time with the jumping hour at the top, and then the pedals kind of running the minute track. So I think that they executed it very well, and this is kind of the runaway winner. But Anderson kind of made it a little bit interesting, but the Chopard is, for me, is head and shoulders above everyone.
Okay, okay. Hey, let's Colin, what say you?
I'm going with the Anderson Genève.
Hmm.
I think it's tasteful. It's beautiful. World time. It's got hand guilloche with enamel. I just think it's a very nice looking watch.
Yeah, yeah, very very nice. I agree. Amin, what say you?
I think those two are the winners, the Anderson and Chopard too.
Mm,
Um, I love a good world time. I'm going to Anderson.
Anderson. Cho, we're gonna let you go last here. I'm gonna throw in my pick here. I agree with Marcus, and I'll tell you why. The Anderson is a very tasteful watch. Let's be honest. women are not interested in a world time complication. They are not. I know. I know what. I know. I know. This is a very controversial pick here.
How
You
dare
know.
you?
I know. I know. They're not interested in a perpetual calendar. Hey, Mrs. Legs asked me to wind her watch all the time when we go off. So you know what? I think the Chopard is the winner. It's got a jumping hour. It's easy to read. It's 10. It's right there. You know, she knows what time it is, Mrs. Legs. She would. And the absence of any birds on the dial, I'm going Chopard. Okay, Joe, what do you think?
Um, it's kind of crazy. I saw a video of the Gucci watch
Mm,
where there's a flying tourbillon in the
Yep.
sensor, and the hour indices rotate. You know, once around every 9 seconds. It's beautiful, and they have lots of different versions. But this one that's nominated is the prettiest one, I think, and the most conservative one. So I that caught my attention. I really like the
Oh,
Gucci.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
Joe
the
going
most
off the board.
conservative.
right.
That's actually the one my wife picked too when I was kind of getting her
Oh
opinions.
yeah.
mm.
Oh,
Nice.
you shouldn't win against your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
Well-
against my wife and against Cho. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're gonna come up short. That's,
Yeah.
that's
I think you
basically
are.
bottom line.
But Marcus, I'm with you with the Chopard. I think that's the pick. I think that's the winner of this group. Anyway, we all have our opinions. Let's move on to the
We should
next
see what
category.
we should see what the chat says.
We should. Do they have an opinion on this one? Chopard.
Actually, yeah, I definitely don't think that the Anderson is gonna win. So,
No,
are we supposed to pick what we like or what's gonna win or
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
or?
picking
We're picking
what
the
I
winners.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
pick what I like.
I went with what I like too. I think
Okay.
Joe's pick is a very strong one for what could win though.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Fair enough. So Steve Time Hill, Saint Chopard. Justin, get the IWC for the stoic lady in your life. Pacific Turtle, he likes the IWC.
It's a good looking watch, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
It absolutely is. Absolutely. Chat, please, more picks. Would love to read them out. Okay. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty right off the bat. We're going men's watch here. Amin, what do you think?
So I think the Simon Brett's gonna win. I think that the AP would have been a lock for the iconic category. That would have been an awesome iconic move. I like the de Bethune the best, so I'm gonna pick the de Bethune. And I don't know what the hell they mean by random guilloche, because I thought the whole idea of guilloche was that it's not random, you know.
Yeah,
So
fair
It's
enough.
supposed to have a planned pattern.
it's supposed to have a planned, like assisted pattern.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what random guilloche almost sounds like no skills guilloche, or like, hey, you want to come do some guilloche kind of guilloche? But I think it looks great.
It's like a drunken guilloche party.
Exactly. But so I'm gonna go with the DB. I think the Simon Brett's gonna win this though, and run away with it.
Marcus, what do you think?
I freaking love this category. This is my favorite category.
Yeah.
The men's categories really made a comeback because right away, 3 watches that I love. Well, no, 2 watches I love, and yeah. So you got to toss, like, I think you got to toss out the AP, you got to toss out the Parmigiani here. And if you look at this category, this used to be the Star Maker category. It used to announce who's arrived. And even though it's gone to being weak, and then when it became strong again, we kind of went into awarding also rans, right? So it's like last year we had repeat winners. So RR won last year. I think was MBNF won the year before. So it's like it hasn't been a Star Maker for a while now. And I think this year is gonna be this is gonna be the Star Maker category. Like, it's gonna announce the new hot name in watchmaking, and that name is not gonna be the Liam Hemsworth of horology, or the Ricchetti brother that no one cares about. The Simone Brett is gonna win is the best watch in this category. And I hate to go against a Debethune. I think it's a fantastic watch, but again, it has won before, like in a different iteration.
Yeah.
That Fernand Berthoud is the best watch in this category, but again, it's had 2 or 3 chances to win.
Yeah, we pick it
And
every year.
I don't know. Yeah, I pick it every year, and I can't do it anymore. Like,
Yeah, same.
So
I think I picked it 2 years in a row
So
before.
do you think it's like the Susan Lucci
Could
of
be.
GPHG? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
This is a different watch, different movement than the one we've been picking, but I still feel like
it's very similar.
it's-
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
very similar form factor,
yeah.
very similar design aesthetic, very
Yeah.
similar like sort of finishing style.
Yeah.
And so I think this is going to be one of those. This is going to be a year where a star is going to be born, and the star is going to be born is going to be Simon Brett.
So 2 for Simon Brett.
Did Amin
Joe.
pick Simon Brett or
I picked it to win.
you picked
I
it to
just
win?
think-
Okay, that counts.
I
That
just
counts
was
then.
so deluged with social media about that watch that I can't pick it as the one I want because
Okay,
I was
but
overloaded.
that's your pick.
But
That's your official pick, though.
I pick it to win. Yes.
Yeah.
Cho.
Nothing new. I love the Star Wheel, and I think if they have another revival prize, as they've had in the past, the Star Wheel would be a great candidate. But yeah, the Simone Brett, every single picture or video of that front-facing dial is amazing. The case back is lovely too, but man, that thing, that like dragon scale pattern, it's something else. And the whole architecture, I mean, there are just some watches that stand out, like some indie watches that just stand out in my memory because of their classicism, like Chronomet Bleu, or a Kadoki K2, and I think this one is just as memorable. So I like this one a lot.
Colin, you're next.
I mean, these guys have kind of already said it. There's actually like 5 watches in this category I really like, but
Yeah.
I do
I like them
think
all.
I do think the Simone Brett will win. It's got like Amin said, it's got the social media backing. Lots of kind of influencers are, hyping it up, and it's a beautiful watch to begin with. So that's my pick as well.
Okay, so I have to say, before when I was looking over some of these, this was my pick, but I feel like I have to separate myself here from the group here a little bit. I don't want to pick the Simone Beret because, I feel like if I want to win the total prize here between us, I have to make this kind of difference here. So I am going to
Playing
go.
the game. Yep.
I am playing the game here. I am going with my close second, and you guys said it before. You seem to pick it every year, and nothing happens. I am going to go with the Ferdinand Berthoud for this
Nice.
pick. Okay, let's see what the chat goes. The FB, the Fernand for Pacific Turtle for the win. Scott, it's between the Simone Beret and the Debethune are the best. Again, I think I think either Marcus mentioned it or Amin saying, I mean, we've seen that iteration of Debethune before, so that's why it was a pass for me. I like the DB. Simone Beret for the grand prize. It looks like Simone Beret is the popular choice here. DB.
I considered it for even for the Aggie door. Spoiler, I didn't pick it, but I considered it.
Okay, Kevin S. If Dib were here, he would have planned that Guilloche. Okay, Beret for Dan. Hey, Beret's a nice guy. Thomas has met him. He's a really nice guy.
That makes a difference. Like half of these guys are like fanboys who just if you shake their hand, they're gonna give you their vote.
Thomas liked the Recipe. DB is my heart choice. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move down to the men's complication. Mosey on down. We got some Artemis Bouquet. We got some Beauvais, Linen, Piaget, Parma, RDA. Hey, Joe. I feel like this category is made for you at times. You know what I mean? What do you think here?
Well, this one was a head scratcher for me. I think the tech in the AP is really cool, and I know AP is kind of a perennial favorite with the contest, and this was the only one that I liked this year from them. So I was thinking the Royal Oak concept.
Oh, okay. Surprising. Hey, listen, I'll jump in here.
Show going mainstream.
Yeah,
Mm.
sure. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go with the Parmesan Fleurier. I really like this
Nice.
piece,
Mhm.
and with the Roger complication, it's just a great looking piece, and I think they've been nominated for a couple of categories this year, and I think by volume they liable to win a few of these categories here. But I'm going Parmigiani. Hey, Colin, what do you
Yabi,
think?
I think we got to go back to the tape, because I remember last year you picked almost this identical watch on our GPHG show,
Yeah,
and then after that, on the ASS Awards, you kind of tanked it. So I
yeah,
think we need to go back to
I
the tape.
I know.
I
Look.
think we
I
need to
am
go
a
back to the
walking.
tape.
I'm a hypocrite. I understand. I understand, but I really like this piece.
You
In
can't
this,
quit
in
it.
this, yeah, I can't quit it.
Yeah,
Colin, what say you?
yeah. Actually, this was a very tough category. I agree, and I am going with Mr. Legs on this one. I'm Parmigiani. They've got a number of categories that they're in.
Hmm.
When this watch came out, I didn't quite get the minute Rattrapant
Yeah.
complication, but over time, I've kind of realized like it's kind of a neat way to just do a simple timer. Um, and honestly, it's the best looking watch. When I just look at these six, that's the watch I would want to own the most. It's a
Hmm.
beautiful looking piece, and yeah, that's my pick.
Mr. Professor Phil Flanders, what say you?
Although I hate the case design, I think this is one where they go with the name. So Foodalainen for me.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
surprise pick.
Mm.
it's ugly.
Mm, yeah, totally. Amin, jump
Boy,
in
this
here.
was a hard one for me too. I mean, I don't love most of these watches. I guess I could say
Yeah.
I respect them, as Rob would say. Um, I think I would actually. This is. I feel like ridiculous, but I think I'm going to pick the RDA here.
The
Oh,
one that
I
changes
thought I
color.
thought about it.
Yeah, it's partially that, and the name is so funny. Tiny Purity Tourbillon Chameleon. It sounds like one of those bad knockoff products on Amazon, right? Like
yeah.
they shrunk it so they put tiny in the name. It sounds like lost bad translation from a real name. Um, but yeah, the crystal
This
changes
isn't
color.
Amazon quality. This is
It,
Alibaba quality.
Oh,
no,
come
No, I'm
on.
just kidding.
no. Yeah.
Deep cut.
I think the movement is interesting. It completely isolates this massive, beautifully finished tourbillon by itself on one side, and then yeah, the crystal. It's sort of gimmicky, but also it hasn't been done. That they created a sapphire that changes color in different light. So I'm going RDA.
Okay.
My only
Yeah.
concern with RDA,
Hmm.
apart from the fact that tourbillons aren't actually a complication,
Yeah.
RDA has produced some stunning watches over the last 2 to 3 years, and they've got no respect whatsoever. No winners, no
Yeah.
special prizes,
Mm,
Yeah.
nothing.
mm, mm.
I feel
Um,
like they've gotten so little respect that it makes me ashamed to even like pick them. But
I guess it's got a breakthrough sometime, but
it's got to break through sometime.
yeah,
It's more from not being thrilled about these six watches than it
true.
is about loving the RDA.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Kevin S. saying, yeah, Bjorn, nice guy. I hear he's a real sweetheart. Okay. Wait, I don't know why.
That's the word on the street.
He's a get Bjorn. Oui. Okay. Scott, to me, it's a Bootlanen. All right. Bootlanen, Thomas. Okay. Yeah.
Really? You
Bobby
guys
goes
are
with that
just
question.
going because of the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
again, when a category is there's not a clear cut winner, you got to kind of go to the
Yeah.
name. That's
Yeah.
kind of my strategy here.
Bobby goes with the shrimp parm choice. I love shrimp parm. Hey, look, new pizzeria opened up in town. In the menu, shrimp parm. I'm gonna have to go get it this
Mm.
weekend. Um, anyway, James is saying, "Oh, on looks alone, he likes the Beauvais and the Blue Line, and I think the AP may actually win for some reason." AP for the win, says Dan, but Parmigiani wins his heart. Beauvais is a close second. Carl is saying Beauvais for him. PF also Beauvais, Kari baby, Beauvais, Kari 2.
Here's the problem with Beauvais. I think you can make an argument to pick Beauvais in every single category, but they never get picked. They're kind of like the
Yeah.
Mookie Betts MVP.
Mm.
It's like every year you can be like, yeah, Mookie's good. It should be MVP, but then there's
Yeah.
always someone like having a historic year, and that's like if you look at where Beauvais is,
Yeah.
You could easily pick them in every single category, but at the same time they could easily get picked in none, and that's the problem with Beauvais.
Yeah.
And they haven't really they've won, but they won the GPHG one, like the Agudor 1 year, but like a lot of the time they get ignored.
KRJ. Hey guys, good evening. What's up, KRJ? Kevin S. My only concern with RDA is RDA. Okay, thanks, Kevin. Scrolling down to the iconic category again, another AP Breitling Chopard, IWC Tag, and Ulysses Nardin. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Tag. I think I want this tag. I like this tag. The Freak one is a great looking watch, but I think for me, and it's just pure looks and just no reason behind it. And I just want to root for Tag. I say Tag. Hey, Amin, what say you?
So I have to go with the Freak, but
Yeah.
I feel like it was a bit of a. I wish they had put the dual direct escapement in it, even if it meant being a little pricier. But I have to go the Freak here.
Okay. Joe.
I like that Tag a lot. I think Tag won last year, right? For the iconic, the Golf Monaco.
Yeah, the Golf Monaco.
Yeah.
Oh,
with the
that's right.
with the crown on the wrong side.
Yeah.
That's right. I can't change my vote now. Okay, that's all right.
There really should be a special award this year for IWC getting the same freaking watch nominated in 2 separate categories with this Ingenieur.
Yeah.
I mean, different dial color, but it it's the IWC. I think the Ingenieur is
Really?
gonna take the
Wow.
iconic this year. Yeah.
Colin, what do you think?
The triumphant return of the IWC Ingenieur. They did a great job on it. I think it's a good size. It looks great. I like the watch a lot. I think that's the winner here.
Wow. All right, so 2 for the IWC. Hey, Marcus, what say you?
You guys know this is like literally my least favorite category. This is the stupidest category. It has the most nebulous criteria, and iconic is the most misused word in like all of social media. In my opinion, the only time that the word iconic has been used correctly in a billing is Hulk Hogan against The Rock at WrestleMania 18. Other than that, iconic is used incorrectly every single time. If you go by the strict criteria of what an icon is, yes, there is only one icon in this category, and that's the Ingenieur. But again, judges are dumb, so they're just going to pick the coolest looking watch, and I'm going to pick the coolest looking watch, and I'm going to take the Freak.
All right. Hey, let's see. Hobby Bobby, Beauvais for dandies. Okay. Thomas, UN Freak. Vote for Kevin. Another vote for the Freak. Chopard that's such a good looking watch. I love that watch. I mean, out of all these watches, I mean, I think that Chopard is so nice. But IWC wins because of politics. Scott says Freak, IWC, 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 Chopard, UN, Chopard, but only if Marcus says so. Chopard, with the face heel turn mid match. Justin R says
One of the greatest matches of all time.
If it was if it was up to me, the tag says Carl, but he thinks it'll be the IWC. Fair enough. We're zipping through these categories, going for that 10 p.m. deadline that Mr. Phil Flanders has set for us. We're going to the
We'll easily make it.
Tourbillon. We're easily going to make
We're
it.
on pace. This
We're
is one of
flying.
our best paces yet.
Yes. So, hey, Tourbillon, what a great category, right? Arnold's son, Beauvais, Bulgari, Parmigiani,
Yeah.
Laurent Ferrier, HYT. Okay. Marcus, I'm going to lead off with you on this one.
I'm just going to go against literally what I said 2 categories ago. And I'm going to pick the Beauvais here. It came down to Arnold and Son and Beauvais for me.
Yeah.
and the degree of skeletonization. I think the judges do appreciate ultra thin as a complication, and the fact that they were able to do a skeletonized tourbillon with a power reserve on it and have it under 8 millimeters is incredible. So I'm going to take the Beauvais here, just pipping the Arnold and Son, which I think is also a brilliant looking watch that was executed very well, in the way the aesthetic, the dial aesthetic, the way the dial's put together, the way the tourbillon is showcased. But the Beauvais just does it for me this time around.
Okay, Beauvais. Joe, you're nodding your head. Do you approve?
Yeah, totally agree. I didn't even realize it was that thin, but when I was reading about it, I was like, oh, of course, this is like both the handwork that went into it, and then like squeezing 10 days power reserve out of that single barrel, and now it's also 7 millimeters thin. It's amazing.
Amin.
Boy, I didn't prepare, and these guys won me over just now, so I'm gonna tag on to the Beauvais camp. But my favorite watch here is Laurent Ferrier. I think it's a great looking sports watch, and it's so badass that they put the tourbillon on the back. But I'm gonna jump on the Beauvais camp.
Okay, Colin.
I think half the judges will think it's badass, and half the judges will hate the fact that they put it on the back end.
Colin, are you jumping on that Beauvais train?
All this Beauvais love has made me completely revolt. I do not like that Beauvais at all. That's a ugly watch, guys. I'm sorry. But I agree with Amin. That Laurent Ferrier is gorgeous. It's incognito with the tourbillon on the back. It's the watch I would want to own, and I would hope it's the watch that they will vote for.
Okay, so we have two Beauvais, we have two Laurent Ferriers. I'm going to break the tie. Laurent Ferrier for the win. Okay, let's see what the crew says here on the chat. I like the Arnold and Son. That's what Scott says with the Brigade design. HYT, Bulgari for Hobby Bobby. James Duffy says HYT. Arnold and Son. I hate the Beauvais lugs. Wouldn't wear it if it was free. Oh, I don't believe you, Joey. Dib
I almost picked the HYT, but they're not going to vote for an HYT.
Dib would have chose the Laurent Ferrier. Dib is at the movies tonight, I believe. Eleanor Zahn for Longa and Zahn for Deech. It's clean, pure, stunning, and Deech. Yeah. It's not thick.
The second thinnest in the category.
LF for the win. LF. LF. Okay. So a lot of love for the LF and the HYT from the chat and some Beauvais. Okay. Moving forward, calendar and astronomy, a fun category. Some favorites here. Hey, Joe, what are you going to pick here on this one?
I feel torn, but when you get into bed with Messina, I'm not gonna go there anymore. So I like that. The Pekulik is the simplest watch on the on that list, but I like it.
So you're going Pekulik?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, hey, I'm gonna go here, just by pure aesthetics, and kind of like one of my GPHG favorite brands that I like to pick them a lot. I'm going with the Piaget here. I love this polo with this with the calendar here, the whatever those these diamonds or the sapphires. I don't care. I think it looks great. I love the color. Amin, what say you?
Geez, I am gonna double down on Beauvais. This
wow
thing is ridiculous. I'm just looking at the functions, hour, day, date, retrograde minutes, tourbillon, equation of time, annual calendar, summer and winter equinox, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna double down on
Phil
Beauvais.
I had to keep my gunpowder dry here because I think Parmigiani's got one win in it. That's why I didn't pick in the complication, because generally perpetual calendars don't do well in this category. And I think that sort of this Chinese calendar is just sort of esoteric enough to interest the judges, and it's in a fantastic package. So this is where I'm going to make my Parmigiani category win here.
All right, Colin.
Yeah, all you guys falling all over yourselves to pick an ugly Beauvais last category missed your chance to pick one in this category. It's a good-looking Beauvais. This is a Beauvais that you need to pick. And it's like Amin said, it's got like every complication under the sun. I'm picking it almost because I just don't really like the other one, any of them. I do like the IWC, but it's just not interesting enough to win. So I'm going to Beauvais.
Okay. Hey, let's see what the chat says. Parmigiani, Pukulik for Hobby Bobby, Shrimp Parmigiani for Joey B. On the FP, which is the hour hand? The yeah, it's
the one
this
at the top.
the one at the top over here.
Yeah.
PF for the win, Parmigiani. I like the PF, the FP, and the Messina hovering too. Scott is indecisive there. Beauvais, Time Hills with Amin and Colin. Who picks IWC here? Justin's saying Beauvais or PF. Whatever Amin says. If I had to pick the Beauvais, this would be the one. Okay. Moving along. Mechanical Exception. AP again. Jacob & Company, Louis Vuitton, Chapek, and a couple other ones here. Hey, Amin, what do you say?
Oh, can I
You want to go last?
in the middle or last?
Okay, no problem. Hey, did we lose Marcus?
He'll be back.
Who's going to explain the watches to us?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm like stuck. I don't know what to do now. Joe, okay, we'll lead up with Joe again. What's up, Joe?
Yeah, while Marcus is changing his beret. The chop, to me, the Chopik was a lovely surprise this year, and it seems to be a great step up for them. I'm a big fan of it, and honestly, I didn't research anything else, so I like the Chopik.
Okay, we're gonna go down to Colin. What do you think?
Man, this is a tough category as well. I'm bouncing between the AP and the Chopek. You know what? AP hasn't won in my books yet, so I'm going to go with the AP. I like the 1159 case, the shape of everything, plus ultra complication. I think it's a good looking watch. And like I said, they've been shut out so far in my ballot, so we'll go with AP.
Ditto for me with the AP, Colin. I totally agree. Amin, what do you think?
So I think the AP. I mean, it's incredible. As a watch, I don't love the way it looks. And I agree with Joe that the Chapek is great for the brand, and I think it's actually very good looking too. I'm going to go the Chapek. Okay,
Phil, are you going to break the tie here, or are you going to pick something else?
No, I'm definitely going to break the tie. Yeah, this, there's one that's a hideous monstrosity. There's one that's, a giant Baroque, watch. There's one that looks like it's, featuring masks from a sex dungeon. So, I'm going to pick the Chapek.
Oh,
the AP is
which
just
is the hideous monstrosity?
The Outlance.
Outlance. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's hideous.
Yeah.
It looks like every one of their watches.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they went bankrupt and had to be rescued by Milan.
Yeah.
The AP is very face-like, right? It's unusually face-like. Yeah.
Looks like
For
you're
a
Mr.
chronograph.
Roboto a bit.
A little bit, right? Yeah. Hey, Joey B picks Chopek on this one. Scott is going with
Chopek's a nice watch.
Jacob & Company. Yeah, it is a nice
This
watch.
this render doesn't do it favors either.
Agreed.
Like the actual pictures, it looks much better.
Yeah, I was won over by the actual pictures for sure.
Hobby Bobby, Chopek in a landslide.
Wow.
AP is amazing. 1.7 million. Amazing complications. Chopek for Michael B. Justin doesn't like the way the Louis Vuitton is looking, and neither do I. Time Hill goes with Chopek. Peter C. Whatever Joe says. Hey, Detroit Spartan, what's up? What's good to have you here? Um, Justin, hey, it looks like the cast of an evil spell. Yeah, it's about to, doesn't it? Um, let's see. Ball gag face. Oh boy, you had to go there, Hobby Bobby. You had to go there. AP for the win, says Chaz. Okay. Moving. Oh, Dan with the interesting pick of none of them.
Harsh.
Dan, that's
That is
not how you.
harsh.
Dan likes to make that pick pretty often.
Yeah, that's not how you play, Dan.
Yeah.
So the
No.
chronographs, another entry by AP, D Bethune, Grant Sago, Tag Heuer, Singer Reimagine, Peterman. Hey, I'm gonna go first here, and I'm gonna go, and this is gonna make Hobby Bobby happy. I'm gonna go with Singer Reimagine. I've been going down a rabbit hole with these singers lately, and man, there are just very interesting pieces. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, although I think the among all the contestants, the Peterman Badat is the most interesting. But when Singer repackages that Agengraph in a 40 millimeter, cushion case, something that I can wear, then it starts giving me like, delusions that I could, cough up $60,000 for that somehow. So yeah, my heart picks the Singer.
Okay, hey, Phil, what do you say?
Guys, this is a 2-horse race.
Hmm.
Singer's old news. This is going to come down to the DB and the Peterman Badat. I kind of flipped a coin. I took the Peterman Badat. I thought they were robbed last year when they were entered in the men's category. So I'm going to pick the Peterman Badat to win here.
Oh, interesting. Hey, Colin, what do you think?
Sometimes I hate going after Marcus because he was thinking exactly what I was thinking. It was between those two, the DB and the Peterman Badat. I really do like the DB, the simplicity of it. I think it's a good looking watch, but I think the Peterman Badat is the one that's going to win here.
Wow. And Amin, thinking
I gotta
there.
go with I'm reading about this as they talk, and I've got to go with the Peterman Badat as well.
Wow, Peterman Badat coming.
I think it's also very good looking, and
Yeah. Up
there's
and
some
coming, and yeah.
there's some less good looking watches here.
Hey.
Let's just say.
No surprise, Bobby goes with the Singer. FP Singer. James Singer. Singer. Dave Bethune. Tag. Would love the Tag Skipper to win, but the Singer has an awesome.
I like it, but come on, guys.
Yeah.
I think the Badat is going to win, but I could see the Tag.
Best
bribing.
comment of the night.
It's a little
Sorry, I changed
unfair
my
that
vote.
you can put a 250,000 Swiss watch against a $6,000 Swiss
Yeah.
watch in the category.
Yeah.
Jay Peterman, Singer.
But all these categories are like that pretty much, right?
So it looks like the Singer from the chat as is the chat favorite. Okay, sports,
Lot of Singer
Chopard,
love.
Doxa, Gronfeld, Tudor, Tag Heuer, IWC. Okay, Amin, what do you think?
I gotta ride with the Grony here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Grony. Okay, all right.
I like it a lot, and I think it's the best looking one here, and be my pick.
Okay, hey, Colin, what are your thoughts?
I think it is the ultimate sports watch, actually, possibly in the world, and it's the Gronfeld. I think it's they did a great job on it. I love what they did with the rotor on this, so they didn't hide that beautiful movement like they did on the Principia, or Principio, however you want to say it. And
You just triggered
multitude of
somebody's
good-looking dial options.
so bad.
Yeah, it's a Principia. Me and
Yep,
Tim
yep.
have agreed. Tim also
Yep,
have agreed
yep,
it's Principia.
Yeah, definitely Principia.
Yeah, and
I meant like by saying
I
Principia, you
were-
might have upset some people, but
yeah. So yeah, I'll stop it there. The Gronfeld.
Marcus,
What is it that Bobby says every year?
don't steal my
Never
thunder.
bet against Tudor. But come on, guys, it's the Gronfeld. Like, let's be honest.
Joe, what do you say?
The Gronfeld's the best watch in the category, but I'm gonna play the game because I can't pick it. Everyone else will. I'm not gonna pick the Tudor. I'll say that for some reason the judges will like the high beat movement in the show part and pick the Alpine Eagle.
Mm.
Mm, mm.
Really?
So Marcus stole my thunder. My rule of thumb: never go against Tudor in any of these categories. However, however, the another iteration of the Pelagos has won a GPHG award, right? There's
Fair.
no way they're giving it to the 39. The Grunfeld, I think, will win, but I'm with Joe. I really like this Chopard here. Out of
Mm.
all these watches, yeah, I'd probably pick the Grunfeld first, but the Chopard is a close second. So I'm going to go with Joe, but I'm going to go with Joe with the Chopard. Okay, let's see what the chat says. Um, Chopard for Wilson. Scott thinks the Pelagos is going to win. Doxa, Chaz loves his Doxa. Tudor always wins. Doxa, IWC, Tag
Oh
here
God,
by Hob.
no.
Groenfeld for sure. I love the Alpine Eagle, says Joey B. Groen for the win. IWC, says James. Groenfeld. Okay.
It's all over the
Chat
place.
Chat all over
Yeah.
the place, but I think there's some more Grunfelds than anything I saw there. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go. Now we're going to. Are we doing a jewelry category?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, let's do this
Specialty,
quick,
yeah.
guys. Okay, I'm gonna go with Bulgari. Joe.
The same Gucci mechanism is here. I'll pick the Gucci again.
Okay, Colin.
Yeah, give me the Gucci, I guess.
Okay, Amin.
I think these mystery set emeralds on the Van Cleef look pretty amazing. They're like you can't tell the setting. Apparently, they're the only one who knows how to do that. So Van Cleef, and it
Wait.
covers up. If you look at the picture, it covers the dial, so it makes it like a bracelet.
Way too
Oh,
long of an
really?
explanation.
Cool.
Marcus.
Bulgari.
Bulgari. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. Move forward. Chat. Do we have to really chat? Really chat? No comment. Okay. Okay. Good. Artistic crafts. Anderson Geneve. Louis Monet. Piaget. Van Cleef. Sarpaneva. Rudy Silva. Marcus. Thoughts.
Um, I love Piaget. It's clearly the best watch. I think that judges oftentimes get confused in terms of artistic crafts. I've in the past I've picked stuff that where like I felt the artistic craft was really the dominant thing, and then they just kind of went with the best watch. The marquetry is awesome on this, and the Altiplano is it's an all-time great watch. So Piaget for me.
Yeah, I'm going up here. I love picking Piaget here in these type of categories, but I'm gonna go with my boy Dib and his love for the tiger. And I'm going with the Louis Monet. Why not? Why not? Right, Colin? What do you say?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to win, but I'm going with the watch that I would want, and that's the Sarpaneva. I love these series of watches. They look great.
Joe.
I agree. I think you're talking Susan Lucci. Sarpaneva, he constantly gets nominated, but he hasn't won, right? Even his Lunation. And when it comes to artistic crafts, it's always because there's a Kari in the category. This year, there's no Kari. So I think they'll give it to him. And I love the watch.
Who's left?
I'm with them. Yep,
Okay.
Sarpaneva. Got to back him.
Sarpaneva. Okay, let's see what the chat says. Did picks? Yeah, absolutely. Louis Monet,
Yeah.
Sarpaneva, Anderson, Sarpaneva, Piaget, Piaget. Cho is so bougie. He picked Gucci twice tonight. The Bengal watch, Piaget, the Bengal. Okay, it's a flip of a coin here between the Sarp and Anderson for Michael B. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Rudy Silva for kicks. Okay. Petite Agui, a fan favorite. We got Bulgari, Christopher Ward, Hovering 2, Tudor, Messina, Louis Roy. I'm going to start this one off here. Again, you never go against Tudor, but This watch, I know it's a different movement in here, or it's a little bit thinner, whatever they did to it. But this watch has been the Black Bay has been picked before, so no to Tudor. It's not happening this year. I'm gonna go. Hey, sort of German. I'm going hovering too. The Chrono Felix top second. Why not? I think they, Hovering has won some awards before. Why not give him another one? Okay, Joe, what are your thoughts?
Oh, Habring, such a good watch, but if I had to pay my own money, and I've put a deposit on a Bel Canto, so I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I think it made such a big splash. It's hard to ignore the Bel Canto.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, Colin.
Uh, First thing I'll say is that the new Tudor Black Bay, they've actually done a really good job on it. It does fit a lot nicer than the previous version, especially with that Jubilee bracelet, but I will not pick the Tudor. For me, it's between the Louis Gerard and the Christopher Ward. I'm going going to echo what Joe said. The splash that the Bel Canto made, it's made it, kind of a cool complication accessible to lots of people, and that's
Sorry, Amin.
Yeah, I think if my money, I would buy the Erard Chaikin. I really like that watch a lot. But I think Christopher Ward almost like created a category here with this kind of watch, this style watch, some really nice finishing and interesting complication, putting the mechanism on the front. I think they deserve it and will win it.
Marcus.
This was a tough category. Really tough category. There's so much that I liked about this Christopher Ward. It was the first Christopher Ward that allowed me to suppress my gag reflex every time I talked about Christopher Ward in serious philological conversations. Unfortunately, the gag reflex has returned after they ripped off Chapek on the 12, and then they ripped off. I can't tell whether it's Arnold and Son or Moser for the moon phase. So I was gonna pick the Bel Canto when these nominations were announced. I was gonna pick the Bel Canto, but then it's like you have to look at the category, guys. Like this is a victim of those like great boxers that get caught in like between light heavyweight and heavyweight. Like this, if this were a 6,000 and under category, Bel Canto for sure. But when you're coming up against like $10,000 watches, I think that it starts to show. The lack of quality, and that's kind of why I moved away from the Bel Canto. It came down for me between the Habring 2 and the Messina Lab, and I wasn't sure whether the newbie yuppie judges were gonna give Messina the win here, but I got to go vote with my heart. Habring 2 all-time Petit Aggie, great. It's got a stranglehold on the category. I'm going to go with the chalk. I'm going to take the Habring 2 here.
Excellent. Joey B, going Bel Canto. Christopher Ward, Bel Canto. Bel Canto. Bel Canto. Christopher Ward, Bel Canto. Louis Gerard for Thomas. Bel Canto. Bel Canto. Another wow.
Oh, wow.
Bel Canto really a fan
I
favorite.
want to change my
Messina.
vote. Too much
Yeah.
love.
Because they're the greatest marketing genius, Cabby's saying for Messina. Adrian Barker is a judge, so Tudor. Okay,
I can't believe you're thinking about the Messina.
Yeah, I can't believe that was your top two.
You hated
Jeez.
that.
I did, but I was thinking what would appeal to the judges.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Habring is a very strong pick, right? Them and Tudor, they're perennial winners.
Yeah, but can't doubt Messina, especially in this category. It's like it's not a major category, and it's kind of a throw.
It's really horrible.
The judges.
It's like it's worse than the sector dial by in the next category.
You might have a point.
Habring 2 for Steve. It might be easier for your throat to finish out tonight with a French accent, Bobby Legs. Oui. That Messina is boring as sin. Okay, moving on. The Challenge Award.
I want to go last year.
Okay, sure. Hey, look, I'm gonna go first here, okay? And
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna pick a brand that I've noticed has become quite the darling
Mhm.
of the micro brands,
Mm.
lately.
Mm.
And I'm
Oh
going to go,
no.
and it's not my heart. This is not what I like, but I'm
Mm.
going studio underdog for this pick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win, guys. I'm trying to win.
He's in
Hey,
it to win it.
hey, Ahmed, what do you think?
I keep vacillating between picking what I think's going to win and what I like, but here the one I would buy is the Seiko, so I'm just going with Seiko.
Yeah, I had the Seiko. It's a
Yeah.
great watch.
Yeah.
Joe.
I like the Seiko too, but I would pick the watermelon watch, the Studio Underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin.
What a piece of crap category this
Yeah.
is.
By the way, I'm taking that Raymond Weil over the freaking Messina in the category.
So I've handled a couple studio underdogs a few weeks ago, and man, do they suck. So I'm not picking that. Definitely not picking Raymond Whale or Nomos. I've really soured on Corono. Wannabe Kickstarter. That Seiko is definitely the best watch here.
Mhm.
That is my pick. I think they actually did a really good job on this watch.
Absolutely. I totally agree with the quality of that watch. Hey, Marcus, what do you
Yeah.
think, buddy?
I immediately tossed out Raymond Whale, Timeless, Studio Underdog because those are just shitters. I can't bring myself to pick those watches even if they win. I don't care. And then so I'm really fatigued about Corona, guys. So I hope that people are starting to get fatigued. I don't think there's anything special about that other than sort of a nominal association with Hajime Asaoka. So what do they say? Like nothing good happens after 10 p.m. So I'm gonna take the Nomos here.
Wow.
Yeah, Nomos was
man.
my second pick here.
Oh,
Wow.
It's a good one.
nice.
They should give it to the
Yeah, I
Seiko.
could see him winning.
Yeah.
I could see them winning.
Holly Vibe saying, unfortunately, Underdog is the only choice. Studio Underdog. KT. Hey, Studio Shitter. Seiko. Is Studio Underdog even German? This is outrageous. Nomos is Corona for the win, but give me that Seiko. Seiko. It's German Shepherd. Also loved by a future. Oh man, they totally want me to do an FP Jordan imitation. Gotta go Seiko. Seiko Raymond. Coffee Lake says Raymond.
What are the signs
Um,
of the apocalypse?
Marcus picking Nomus is a sign of the Apocalypse. Absolutely. Upset of the century, Justin.
That's how much I hate this category. I
Yep.
just did it out of spite. I spite picked it.
Okay, so we're finally at the last category, and that is mechanical clock.
Oh,
Marcus,
I don't
I'm
think
gonna.
we do this. You guys want to do it?
We usually skip
Eeny, meeny,
this
miny,
one.
mo.
Okay, we
Yeah.
skip this one. All right, let's skip
Let's
this
just go. Let's go to Agidor.
one. Agidor.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
So you got to give your pick, and then you've got to give your backup in the category.
Okay.
Oh, complicated. I'm so
Ooh.
unprepared.
So we need
Wow.
two picks basically.
Jeez.
Okay, I can go first real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I agree with Colin about the Beauvais, the astronomical Beauvais, and that's actually my pick for Agidor, the Asterium. And backup, if I had to pick one, I guess the Ferdinand Berthoud.
No, you pick the backup in the category of your winner.
I'm confused.
Right?
dude.
Because if Beauvais wins, if
Oh.
Beauvais wins in the calendar, right?
Oh,
If
sorry, I
Beauvais
picked the
wins-
Pikulik in the calendar, and I
Okay,
picked
yeah,
Beauvais
cool.
for
Yeah,
the.
he already picked someone else.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We're ahead of you this year, Marcus.
You're ahead of me this
We
year.
all-
Okay.
At least I didn't pick the one in the category. So
Yeah. Okay. Hey, who's next?
I'll go.
Boy.
I'm actually going with the Ferdinand Berthoud as well. Cylindrical hairspring with chronometer. It's really awesome looking watch. Unbelievably finished. To me, it's the the watch. If I could pick anyone in here, I would grab that one.
Hey,
That's
I'm
my
gonna go.
pick. And
I'm gonna go next.
I picked the PF, or I picked the Simon Brett
Simon,
earlier.
yeah,
So
yep.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna go next because we're right here in this category, and I picked for the winner of this category the Fernand Berthoud. But for the big prize, I'm gonna go with the Simone Beret. All right. Hey, Mark, Amin, what do you say?
I think I've got to go. I can't believe it, but with the Beauvais again, like Joe,
ooh.
I think it's and then, but that's what I picked in that category. So the Beauvais Asterium. So I guess I'll have
Get a
to
backup,
say, I like the IWC best, but I'm going to go Parmigiani.
Strong.
Mhm.
All right, Marcus, bring it home, buddy.
Got a shocker. Shocker. Just
Oh,
like
no.
What's the
just like
category?
just like 2020. I'm
Tell
gonna
us the
pick
category.
I'm gonna pick from the mechanical exception. I'm gonna take Chapek, the Complicity Vendôme, and as my backup, I'm gonna take the AP.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So let's
That would be
let's
enormous for Chepek.
yeah.
I would love to see that.
Thomas saying Simone Beret, Javi Simone Beret. I'm with Amin, says Chaz. Nomos for Marcus. Wow. Well, look, guys. I mean, we did it. We did it. We got good time here.
We got
I could
5
see
people this
Simone
time.
Bray.
Yeah,
I could see it.
I think that was my second. It came down to the Chapek or the Simon Bray.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, great work. Well, next
Well,
week I believe.
10:05. It's a
Yeah,
record
Yeah.
for us.
I know. Next week is the GPHG, correct? So we'll know.
Yeah.
Right. We'll know the results next week, and we'll go through them
By
in one of the
Friday.
streams by Friday. So maybe in a week and a half, we can maybe circle the wagons if we have time and go through our picks and see which one of us have won and see chat. If you won, that'd be great. Hey, anyway, hey, look, Amit, what do you got, man? What do you got coming up on the channel?
I got nothing coming. I just want to say, if Dib had sub for me today, you guys would be going till like 10:45. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. So
For sure.
sober Bose, that guy just doesn't stop talking. Hey, Phil, any games? You going to any games lately?
No, Raptors are pretty bad. Leafs are overpriced, so Jays are done.
Okay, Colin. I mean, you got all your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colin, how's your eyebrow?
How's your eyebrow?
The weekly check-in.
Got all my teeth. Yeah.
Got all those
All right.
eyebrows.
All right. Joe, what's behind door number 1, man? Come on, we gotta know.
I'm waiting to see mood light and like sexy music coming out underneath
Yeah.
one of those doors. Like
Like a
I fully
lava
expected that.
Black belt posters.
Just have like a patient tied up.
Yeah, oh boy. Anyway, guys, thanks again. It's always great to have the band together. Chat, you are the best. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, Thomas with the super sticker. Thank you so much, Thomas. We really appreciate your support. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll talk. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. Good night.
Thanks.
Okay, guys.
Bye, guys.